kind of new that we're going to be trying for Bloodscale's dragons in his head. We're calling it. For now, it's going to be Bloodscale's, inside Bloodscale's mind. But we're thinking maybe we'll do like Dragon Talk. Was kicked around. We'll see what we land on. But for now, this is going to be kind of unique. We haven't tried this yet before, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, it should be pretty fun. So for Bloodscale,
also pretty short.
Yes, pretty short. Yeah, don't expect a full campaign here. A normal session, I should say. So if you want to see Bloodscale stats, of course, you can use the D&D Beyond overlay, which you can just go over the top and you can even lock it in place to click on him. So at the end of the last session, everybody had made their way back to the... Let's go and bring this music up just a touch. There we go. All right, so before this, the Dawnforged company had managed to wrangle the Kirin and convince it to come back with them. And on their way back, they asked it many, many questions and tried to get many answers about different things that were happening. And then also, the presence of the Kirin when they got back caused Sam to be extra truthful about things that he might not normally have otherwise done. But throughout all the questions and everything, Bloodscale was thinking about his new companion in his head and how everything was going to shake out with that and how everything was going to be affected. So, are you doing anything special before you go to bed?
No, because I know that I'm already wanted.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
in the brain meets.
Perfect. So, as you kind of settle into your sleep, you close your eyes and sleep comes almost instantaneously. Like you almost feel like you were sinking into your bed and you just sunk and then you were just into this kind of free fall feeling, but not in a scary way, but just like a weightlessness almost. And then you kind of drifted until you felt like your body was pushed to standing up and your eyes open. You see the green shield that had been around you before is now surrounding a single dragon standing on the pedestal. You see the green dragon of Achak. All of the other dragons are standing around it. They don't seem to be attacking it, but as you kind of appear, they all look to you.
I give him a wave and a doofy ass thumbs up.
And it's funny because as you give them the doofy thumbs up, you see the I forgot his name all of a sudden. The blue Ulhar gives you a thumbs up back. Chenath just gives you a nod. And then let's see the other one that you have right now. My brain is totally dead.
Is it Orn, the silver?
Orn, there we go. Yeah, Orn the silver just kind of gives you just like a big toothy grin as you start to walk up.
All right, it was a shock, right? Am I pronouncing that wrong?
Oh, Chuck, he's now trapped. Is what Chenath says to you.
I thought Chanath was on the other side of the barrier.
No, the barrier's
I'm on
been
the outside of
reversed.
them?
Yeah, the barrier's been reversed.
Okay.
Now it's just around Ochak.
Okay, Achak. Okay, yep. All right, well, since I'm out here first, I'm gonna do what I can. I'm pretty sure everything's gonna go well. You remember when new dragons show up, everything gets all weird.
Yes.
It's gonna get all weird. Just don't go bite its head off. I know this dome thing was a giant dick move, and I'm gonna make them apologize.
And Orn kind of looks over and like, also, it is a betrayer, the spectrum.
I think we passed the point of doing that judgment already.
We will.
I mean, Chanath, you're fucking cool and all, but I mean, it's kind of the same boat, right?
Yes.
I mean, let's just not be dicks about this.
Exactly. I told you to. That
Hey,
there is...
we're not doing that fight either.
Well, all right,
Nobody here's right, nobody here's wrong. This is a fucked up situation.
Very well.
Doing what we can.
And then you see...
I know dragon pride and everything, but I mean, fuck, man. There's a time and place, and you can still make fun of them for being an asshole. That's perfectly fine. Let's just not fight.
Then I'll have a wonderful time.
That goes for all. You can make fun of fucking the Shock all you want for doing this assholery. Just let's not fight.
Questions than anything for our Chuck.
Oh, while I have you out here and fucking there and there, one, look at this, and I point to the bracer.
Mm-hmm. And as you look, like you see all of them, almost a uniform look of shock as they all kind of looking closer. Is that
I think it was Octarine.
Octarine? You found
I've got
a piece of the Octarine?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch.
How is this possible?
Well, one, it's dead.
Yes, we knew that, but something of the Morphe.
There was a temple. Yeah, the Morphe. There was a temple of the Morphe in the Feywild that we stumbled on. That when we channeled magic through it, got all sorts of weird. We learned not to do any like possibly damaging effects. Shanoff, if I had your eyes, I would have been fucking blind, probably forever.
And it is a good thing I was locked away.
Well, we were also in the bright side of the Feywild, so I probably wouldn't have been using it anyways. Because I mean, it's bright, and that would suck.
Yes.
But yeah, it would have been bad. But we had like, it felt like we had a full sleep without actually sleeping. That was really cool. So I don't know. There was weird magic nonsense, but this fucking the Octarine skeleton was there. I'm not gonna lie, we all took some pieces because, I mean, you run into an ancient dragon in any way, shape, or form, it's gonna be some powerful stuff.
He would have wanted that.
Well, the axe is gonna get an upgrade probably.
Ah, very well.
Because I got
wanted to have made something out of him. We are merely surprised because things destroyed by the Morphe rarely leave anything behind. Sometimes memories.
The Morphe were also destroyed there, so I'm pretty sure they didn't have an opportunity to erase that.
That is good to know.
Feywild is fucking weird, man.
Feywild is very strange.
So yeah, I figured this bracer would be a good way to kind of, if it's not in here, it's here. You know? And
then as Chenoth kind of starts to get closer to it, he bends his head down to look closer at the bracer, and he's like, "May I try something?"
I mean, yeah, sure, dude.
He reaches out and he taps the bracer. And then you see, as he taps the bracer, all of the carving on the bracer that has been done fills in with his purple kind of black fire as it rushes over it. You feel kind of like a surge of that energy. And so with the
tingles.
Bracer, it tingles, and he's like, and he's kind of, yes. When you use my gift, you will now be able to channel all of your companions. He says, he looks around through it to change the nature of the cantrip. So with that, you've gained access to, you can swap out your cantrip. So if you have Chenoth attuned, it's going to be your Eldritch Blast. If it is Ulhar the Blue, it's Lightning Lure. And then if it is the Silver, it's going to be Ray of Frost.
Huh. Well, that's nifty.
Channeling of magic through the bones of the Octarine is a far easier channeling than any other I know of.
I suppose that makes logical sense. Before I go unlock that one over there, here's a dumb question. Oh no, yeah, no, I'm talking. Here's a dumb question.
There are no dumb questions if you don't know the answer to it.
Well, then I've got plenty of those. I'm sure you all know that already.
What is your question?
If somehow, beyond any sort of nonsense, we find a way to bring this one back, or at least just back into here, that'd be a good idea.
Shinov immediately hops in.
Of course, the return of the Octarine would make magic available and be able to seen by all, not just felt. You could know more about the structure of the universe.
And then, as he's speaking, Silver Orn cuts him off and like,
Or it could do immense damage by giving knowledge that is normally takes years to seek to those, to all. And knowing the nature of the universe, there would be those who would seek to unweave it. But it isn't a power that can be taken lightly. It'd be information just like anything else, and given, it's up to those who have it what to do with it.
yes, but those have been proven. There are many who have taken up even the years of study with magic and been proven unworthy of such a gift. To make it an easier one to assume there's more of those who would have a better chance at getting more evil and more power to use for themselves, rather than the good of others.
I think he's saying don't make it easier for dickheads.
And then the whole time, the blue has been silent. The blue's like,
Or we could just see if we can use it to birth a new Octarine, create an egg, a new personality. Yes, but that would also bring the color of magic back. I find no problems with Gilfink. He fought for what he believed in and he died. Courage and intelligence. Things to be valued.
only if that intelligence leads them to the... not to kill others.
Alright, I have a question.
Yes.
What if we were to either find a way to revive or birth a new one, depending on what's available to do, in here first?
That would give us the chance to test it and see exactly what would happen before releasing it into the outside. There's always the chance, though, if you attune to it, a piece of it can escape.
Well, then I just wouldn't attune to it unless shit was really dire.
Excellent. So, do we want to try to research or think of a way to resurrect or to continue the bloodline of the Octarine?
Porque no los dos?
I like that.
Sorry, I don't know why I know that word. I'm pretty sure I don't know that language, but
It's just
whatever.
Sylvan. It's Sylvan.
So it's just Spanish. That's gonna be awful. I don't know any of that.
and then Orn is like, I do suppose we have to give Gilthic a chance at redemption, but also, if we can continue the bloodline and reintroduce it, there is no reason the most powerful cannot be redeemed.
I mean, Chance, you're being redeemed right now, and you're doing pretty good. I know.
My best.
You're doing a damn fine job. Just want to let you know.
He kind of
Also-
a small nod.
Also, your grandkids still good at school.
That is wonderful. What are they training to become?
Just mostly general adventurers at the moment. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of teachers there. We got a blue dragonborn that knows a little bit of everything, and we got a halfling that knows all the magic, just a bunch of magic.
Excellent.
We had a monk there. Now he's with the sealer Akeem, studying.
Very well.
I mean, he'll go back eventually. We're sending a bunch of new people there too.
Good.
Oh god, that's gonna be weird. There's a guy that I think was a dwarf, but now is dragonborn because he was dead, and we brought him back. It was weird.
The troubles of reincarnation.
I think he's into me, and I'm not into him.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
Is that
fine,
why
he
you're
can go to
sending him
school.
away?
No, we're sending him to the school to actually just try to figure out how to live.
That is an excellent place for him. I believe school can teach us much.
I mean, new body and whatnot. I mean, plus Alcaeus can deal with a new Dragonborn. I don't want to deal with any of that.
It does sound a little inconvenient for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Where I had questions. Might as well ask them while I'm here before I go over there, because I'm pretty sure as soon as I go over there, this will probably wrap up shortly after. Plus, I mean, they made me wait. I'm making them wait. Fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Okay, so we've got 4 in here now. We're working on a 5th. I think I'm aware of 3 more. Brass, red, and black. Their names are there. They're just not at the second.
Auraj for the brass, Charir for the red, and then Vutha for the black.
Okay. Do we have any more names? Do we have any more colors?
They all start to like kind of think.
There is the gold Aurix. And then others have been lost to time. The copper, who was once the orange, Rock, still be out there, as his color has not faded.
They're kind of
Out there as in alive? Or out there as in a way that I can stuck them into my head like I did with you guys?
Unfortunately, almost all of us are in this more ethereal form, as our physical forms were taken from us during the battle with the Mora.
Okay, so what you're saying is there's probably not really a giant fight that's going to happen.
No, there will not be a physical confrontation. Other than that, the white Alseer still be out there as well.
Alright, any more of these lost colors you can think of?
Unfortunately, other than the Octarine, most lost colors are permanently lost. He was the last of the fallen to, well, fall. And so, I think his death nearing the end of the battle, and with the weird way that time works in the Feywild, saved his skeleton but not his color.
So, you guys I mean, you're in here, you probably know our overall mission, right?
Yes. To destroy Phobator.
So with that,
Final
we're probably going to have to go into the dream realm, which, if I'm right, the Moraphe came from anyways.
That is correct.
What if they're there?
Only one Moraphe remains, as far as we know.
No, not the Moraphe. The lost
Oh,
ones.
The lost ones. It is entirely possible that they could have been recreated by another Moraphe, but it is impossible to know.
What if they're not even recreated? What if we just get access?
If they are resurrected, that is...
I mean, we're trying to figure out how to get the Octarine back. What if, while in the dream realm, I get access to these other lost colors, and we figure out maybe a way to get them in here too?
So this would be a safer place for them if the experiment with the Octarine goes well.
I mean, we might end up with this weird set of teleporting knives.
Teleporting knives. What do they do? What are they called?
Well, one's Phobator's, but we don't know if he has it or not. It's like a weird Chris knife.
I think I know what you speak.
And we have this other one that you have to put gems into. Apparently we can use to kill Phobator. And that's kind of the plan.
That would only be possible if it was a weapon made by the Morofei.
Something edge?
Very interesting.
Yeah. At least that's what we've been told. I think the Kieran said something about it too. By the way, the Kieran likes us?
Ah, and that is good. I had told them such things would happen.
Chenoth, you see Chenoth kind of look like to the side and look forward. He's like,
I had not known if they could sense me, or how I stood. Not all of us have the confidence to know where we are.
You know, that might actually have been a plus side to this green thing. The barrier.
How do you suppose that is? That she
Well, it
couldn't
seemed like
sense us through it.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like the Kieran could actually peek into brains.
Hmm.
So this barrier may have helped you out there.
Well, that's rather nice, actually.
Although, it does seem like the Kieran understands that redemption is literally a thing. So,
Redemption is
for all I know...
Redemption is the highest honor in the sight of good, I believe.
So, yeah. I don't know, but... Janice, again, you're doing good.
Thank you. Thank you also for making sure my bloodline did not fail.
Doing what we can.
gives you a nod.
Okay, I should probably go talk to...
As Chenoth nods to you, you see a single bronze scale just in the middle of his forehead. It just feels almost impossible to see until now. The glint just barely caught it now that you're closer to him. And
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let that happen.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's just, it is... It's working, but I'm not going to...
Yeah.
Oh, since I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk to all four of you at once,
Yeah, it's
do you have any way of alerting me when I should be doing a thing to get another one in here?
Orn kind of looks over at the other two and they start discussing a little bit, and then Chenoth leaves.
I believe if, with that bracer, if you see another color than you have attuned, flash, it means one of us wishes to come forward.
Okay. I mean, that's great. Is that going to help me get more in here?
They kind of
So right now I've just been rolling the dice. I mean, 2 of you came from Weird Vision quests, and 2 by me just shoving the axe into things and taking a fuck ton of damage. So I mean,
It does seem that there needs to be some sort of magical connection to whatever that color is. It seems that I was always in your blood, but the magical connection through the axe has brought me forward. And then I was brought forward through the blood of the Bahir, but through the axe. So you need something to channel the color of that magic into you. You know, I was open through the vision. I connected your mind to another, to a point in time that pulled me forward.
and so was that one. And I point.
You see,
Very
as
obviously point.
As you point, Achak just gives you a wave.
Alright,
Back to
so
forward pause.
So what you're telling me is if I find something that, I don't know, shoots fire from its fucking whatever via magic, I should stick the axe in it really hard and see if it starts absorbing?
I will say, it does take quite a lot of the blood. It was hard to come through until it's almost like a straw that you have to open into a tunnel.
Does it have to be blood?
I don't know. I found the blood was the easiest way for me because that is what the axe draws in. So I would assume that, unfortunately...
I'm not sure it draws in just blood because one of Shanath's lineage. I think that's a good word for it.
Very good.
Was stuck in this weird ass tree, and it wasn't absorbing blood. It was literally just absorbing the magic from this thing.
Maybe the adaptations to your axe can... If we can think of a way to incorporate the Octarine instead of just Chanoth. Chanoth, while your magic is extremely powerful, it is a hungry magic.
Oh, I've got that wingtip spike, a big ass wingtip spike. Yeah, no, that's literally gonna be materials to upgrade the axe in general.
Gilthic, other than that final battle, was very peaceful. Spreader of knowledge. His magic would make a great balance to my anger. See if you know of an artificer.
I've got a dwarf for that.
This may work.
He's the one that made the axe in the first place. That worked with your stuff.
I would say that the axe would have to absorb a ridiculous amount of magic. It might be easier to do the blood, but if you can do it through the magic and find somebody willing to focus an insane amount of magic through it. Yeah.
I was meaning more, what if I run into, like, an elemental? Aren't they really just magic?
That is true. They are made of magic bound to a spirit or caused by an immense focus of magic in one place.
So maybe if I absorb an elemental, that might work too.
It's entirely possible.
It's at least worth a shot. I probably have to get the axe upgraded first, but it's worth a shot.
It's easier than fighting things that have that much blood. I saw the Bahir battle was not entirely easy for you.
I was just being the tank. You gotta remember, you can see me. I don't know if you can see everybody else, but everybody else was doing fine. I was just absorbing damage because they're smaller.
It almost killed your smaller dragon friend.
Well, he doesn't get into the thick of things a lot, and he probably shouldn't.
Does seem a nicer path for him.
But he's a smart boy. He can do what he wants. I'm not the boss of him.
Very well.
I mean, like, our sorcerer was just in the back shooting stuff. I mean, the druid was doing fine. Burr was in the sky shooting things. It was fine.
That is better than I thought. I just saw the amount of damage that you were taking was... didn't seem entirely planned for.
Is anything entirely planned for in here?
More than fair.
By in here, I mean my brain, sorry.
Of course.
Yeah, no, I mean, we did fine. All things considered. We were able to bitch slap a king a week later, so I mean, yeah.
This is true.
Now he's a robot. I don't know how that's gonna work. Robots are weird. Alright.
Could we be robots one day?
They're kind of weak. They don't do a whole lot.
Well,
Unless we make a real big-ass robot. But I don't think they're gonna do that.
I think there was a reason our physical forms were taken from us. We are too arrogant. We think we know what's best. They were taken from us because we are not meant to rule, we are not meant to fight. We are here to help and to express the magical realms. We are made as words. We should remember that is what we are. We can be more than what we started out as.
Let's work on getting everybody together, and then we can make a plan for that.
More than fair.
Maybe make like a committee.
The Dragon Committee.
Like some votes going.
It is something that should be left up to all of us, and not decided by so few. I can agree with that. Even a return of one of us in a physical form could change much of the world.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to that one.
Very well. What do you wish us to do? Do we stand to guard you and attack? Do you want us to sit back and watch?
I would say play it cool. Chuck seemed very keen on fully helping as long as the Kirin thought we were cool, and the Kirin's all sorts of happy with us right now.
Very well.
And, I mean... I'm sure I could probably die in here, but, you know...
We will do everything to prevent that.
I'll be fine.
Orn kind of sits back and is like just full set on haunches, just kind of like noble, kind of straight back, chest forward, and just sits in, and then turns and waits while Cheneth kind of sits and lays all the way down, folds claw over claw, and then pulls them into kind of like this sort of thing as he's kind of just staring at the crystal now. And then the blue just kind of like cracks his neck, and then he just kind of like starts just kind of walking around, kind of pacing back and forth until he just kind of stands and then gives you a nod.
I'm all sorts of fine with you guys being menacing. We're not doing the fighting here again.
Very well.
I mean, unless that one decides to lunge at somebody, and then, I mean, defend yourselves. I'm not an asshole, but, you know.
Excellent.
Let's just not start anything. If that one starts something, that's fine. I mean, deal with it.
Stand behind you.
Think like you're bouncers at an inn. I think that's the best way to go about it.
Of course.
Alright, so maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll just wake up. We'll find out.
Very well.
And I just start walking towards the dome.
And as you walk in, the dome looks like this giant emerald, and one of the multifaceted sides of it, you see like a shine wipes across it, and then it's suddenly that part is gone, leaving a door for you to come in.
This is some Star Trek shit. I'm gonna enter. I'll take 3 steps in, and I'm gonna wait because I'm sure it's gonna close.
Yep. Yeah, it just closes behind you.
I'm pleased you've come.
Well, I told you I was gonna. Plus, I mean, you guys made it real easy for me to get in here today, so that was nice.
The bracer made it much easier to contact you. The distance between your mind and your body is closing.
Well, that's good. I don't have to ram my head against a wall anymore.
I mean, you don't have to, ever.
It kind of worked that one time.
This is true.
Alright. So, first things first. The Kirin's happy.
That as well.
It's currently in a guarded... I think it's shifted planes currently.
Oh.
So that way the other
Back to my
Feywild
Celestial.
forces can't find it. And it doesn't blow our location.
That is very good.
But, yeah, no, it was all sorts of happy. It came with us of its own accord. Gave
Your
everybody a
gift
bunch of cool stuff.
That is excellent. Your gifts then received well?
Honestly, it was going to come with us even before we gave it the gift.
Really?
I mean, there was the song, which I think counts, but not the other one.
Then you are with more than just good liars. That is very well.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Feywild. I mean, there's not a whole lot of lying you can do. Guess
Not
unless
all.
you're her, Sam, but he's kind of an asshole.
There are many lies that can be told without speaking them directly.
Yeah, like I said, her, Sam, he's kind of an asshole.
Very true.
So I have more questions for you.
Very well. What are your questions?
Why did you decide to play a mind game with somebody with brain damage? That's not fucking cool.
While you have missing memories, your mind is fully complete. The games were not... They were more of a test and for my own safety than anything. Had there been another way that I could have thought, I would have used it. But this was the best way to keep myself safe, while also introducing myself to you in the least combative way that I could think.
Okay, however, you did kind of piss them off, like really bad, by locking them in a room.
I needed you to hear my side of the story before hearing theirs. They have your trust. Do not.
I mean, I suppose that's better than when the blue showed up and him and the silver just started fighting. But maybe a little warning would have been cool.
Had you not been able to access your mind, I did have a different plan. But as you came in, I was in the smallest steps. The original plan was to wait for you to try to speak to your companion, the bear spirit. As we did last, we communicated.
Okay, that makes sense then. I'm gonna give you a heads up. You'll probably still want to like apologize to them.
I have no qualms with them.
I that's fine. I'm just saying the gesture would probably go a long way.
I will apologize then. For there is much to be done. If we can do it together, it can be done. I do not think it is something that can be achieved individually.
All right. Yep. Nope. That tracks. I'm okay with that. So, speaking to Kieran, he gave us a bunch of cool stuff like this, and I show the bracer, which now has like purple fiery glow on it.
You've taken Gilthick and given him a legacy. There's so much that would not even know his name.
So, one, we got more of him, and we're gonna make more stuff out of it.
Excellent.
Two, do you know what me and my party are actually doing?
From what I've gleaned and what I've seen, you are trying to remove Phobator from influencing any realm.
All right. Yep. Nope. That tracks. Yep. So with that, I've come to two ideas.
Yes.
One, and I asked them already. And every time I say them, I'm like pointing over my shoulder,
Yeah.
like with my thumb, because I'm being the most obvious son of a bitch known to man.
Fuck yeah.
I've asked them about either trying to find a way to bring Gilthick here, or somehow continue the lineage. I think that was the word I used.
Interesting.
It would be done in here,
It is
Would not be
definitely
done
worth a shot.
out there.
But it would require you to be able to hold an image in your head. With our willpower behind yours, I believe only the four of us would not be enough. We would need...
Oh yeah, no, I got the names of a fuck ton of dragons and colors, and that brings me to, apparently I have 3 points. Cool. Brings me to 2.
Yes.
The lost ones, due to the Mirafe. I keep forgetting the exact way to say words, but it's fine.
Morphe.
Cool. The last ones were lost in the Morphe realm,
Yes.
which is technically the Dream realm,
Yes.
which is technically where Phobator is. So that means it's technically a place we have to go.
Yes.
So more technically, we might be able to find a couple of these lost ones there.
That is a possibility.
I mean, it's worth a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it's worth a shot.
It's also
And if we-
possible.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, just with our combined will to see what we could influence in the realm of dreams together. We are a focus.
Well, I don't think we're going there for a while. I think we're probably going to pick up a few more buddies in here.
Excellent.
You are missing fire. True fire.
I'm missing a few things. So I gotta catch them all, right? So, and then there was number 3, which is slightly more of a plan. I've got the big old wingtip spike
Interesting.
from the Octarine, and I materialize the axe like I do in the fucking dream state, anyways.
Perfect. Right there.
So this has Shanoth in it.
Mm.
That boy over there, the dark looking one. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I'm sure if you heard me calling him a boy, that probably wouldn't go over good. But you get it.
Yeah.
So I have that giant wingtip spike. That was a bitch to carry, but I'm fucking strong, so it's all right. And I have a dwarf that made this. That could probably get that wingtip spike incorporated in this too.
Or you could make another weapon entirely. Spear of some sort. You could do a glaive. You could choose which you wield in
I
combat.
really like using an axe.
Very well then.
Lashana said something about the Octarine's power being able to balance the rage
Yes, I do.
that was
suppose
originally put in.
the emotional core of each magic is different, and that would help you hopefully control the axe a little better.
At least not stab Zephyr again. That'd be cool. I mean, I also got a bunch of vertebrae and like ribs, or those like back spikes. I don't know. We got a lot. I mean, as I told them, you find ancient dragon stuff. I mean, it's bound to make some powerful stuff. So you take what you can, really.
Very true.
So I don't know. We're gonna try to figure out a way to maybe either resurrect him in here or I don't know, get an egg, start fresh. But if I upgrade this axe, I might be able to just stick this in an elemental and suck it up.
Hmm. An interesting choice. Beings of pure magic absorbed into. That might be excellent idea.
Gotta try stuff, right?
Always.
Oh, Shanoth touched this bracer thingy, and now it'll flash a color if one of you guys thinks you're best suited for a situation.
Hmm. Very well.
Or even if it's just like, I'm sure that's not just fighting related.
You see, Elchar kind of looks at the bracer, and you see her eyes kind of narrow, and then you see just this blink of green. Interesting.
So yeah, that's a thing. Also, apparently you can change the thing that I can shoot out of my hand into something else when I have you activated now due to this.
You'll be able to share our magic as you share Shanoth's.
Pretty much.
Focus. That does make sense. With mine, you would have an acid splash.
Cool.
And
Cool.
all of those,
And-
all of the cantrips are going to be at whatever level you're currently at. I forgot to say that. So, like, if it increases, the cantrip dice goes up. You don't use that level specific to what level you're
Cool.
at now. So it'll be
Cool,
level 11
cool.
cantrips.
Cool. So that's that, and it's being able to shoot acid out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else I should know that comes with this?
I suppose if you wanted to talk to me directly, you could use the same way that you speak with the bear. Have me attuned to your totem. You could even create another totem of a green dragon. Be able to perform the same ritual and I can come forward.
Okay, I'll probably make another one because that bear. I mean, that bear's cool. I like the bear.
Seems a good companion.
Would I be able to do that with everybody, you think?
If you could perform spells that were in their realm, with it being more nature-based, it is something that I'm more in tune with.
That makes sense. I think. All right. Look, I'm gonna be upfront with you. I told them they could look menacing.
Very well.
I told them that,
Quite a good job of it.
I told them they could be, slightly dickish about you locking them in a room for a while. I did say no fighting.
Excellent.
Unless you were to attack them first, and then, I'm letting them defend themselves. I'm not an idiot.
More than fair.
You might want to open with the apologies.
Just
yeah. If I don't wake up immediately, there's one more thing that I was going to say to everybody.
Then I guess I should, and she looks up, and then you see us at the top, the dome just turns like, it's almost like it's been turned into like just a shining dust as it just breaks over and dissipates into nothing, starting at the top and popping like a bubble around.
Before it goes all the way down, it's just like, I don't turn around yet, but I just hold up a thumbs up.
And then the others stand and kind of walk closer, and you find yourself in the middle of all 4 dragons, like creating like a square around you.
All right. All yours, a shock.
I apologize for the way that I entered. I know there are those of you who are not happy with the past, and think I am to blame for many things. I needed to tell the focus my side. For without it, I believe there'd be no coming to peace between us. We all can work together. I hold no ill will. I know your side of the story. And in time, I hope you will appreciate mine.
I forgive you. I know what it is like to be led down a dark path, even when you think you are doing the best thing for all. I know that now that there's many things out there, and I thought you the wiliest of all. Although now I think there are more, even more deceptive than you. And who knows? If you had one, maybe I'd be in the same position looking at you, asking your forgiveness. Then, lastly, Orn kind of looks down, as he is about a head taller than the other dragons. The inability to forgive is when we are truly lost. Welcome to the spectrum.
Alright, well that went well.
I was lucky you got a bunch of good dragons and one needing a redemption first. Oh man.
Well, I mean that could have went way worse. I like this. I think I won't have a headache when I wake up. That's fantastic.
Which of us do you wish to come with you as you wake?
Oh, God, I have no idea. The one that would probably make the party feel the best would probably be Orn, because then my eyes would look pretty much normal.
And I shall accompany you.
Right, well, before I wake up, and now that I have this bracer that'll, like, flash colors when you guys want to chime in, just in general, I know I'm the one out there, I know I'm the one making all the physical decisions on the fly. We're all in this together, because you're all stuck in here. You all have input. I mean, I've asked you before. You all gave input, and I did the best I could with it. That's the plan going forward still.
Does seem a fair way to do things.
I mean, I know when I'm out there, I kind of have final say, but I mean, you're all advisors, really. So do feel free to advise.
Is something we shall do as consistently as possible.
Although I will tell you right now, I'm gonna fuck with Lifespring the next time I see him.
Only Chalk laughs at that. It does seem he could use a good sense of humor.
Sense of humor, using it to our advantage in the games. You know, I mean, either way.
He does not seem like a stable individual for sure.
Do any of the Fae seem like stable individuals? Like, I know I'm bad, but fuck, man.
Well, at least they're consistently inconsistent.
Oh, we're gonna have a field day with Oban, too. That's gonna be great. Alright, well, the Kieran might, like, be able to tell everybody that's in here now, for all I know. Dude, do you want me to say hi? Or anything?
Tell the Kieran my story. Maybe then they will know.
If I get the chance. If I get the chance to, because they're in some sort of weird plane hiding out. But I will do my best.
Thank you.
I mean, the Kieran did kind of figure out that there was something going on here. So, I mean, I'm sure it knows some.
Is a being whose power is focused and concentrated on a single aspect of good. I fear nothing from Kieran. That is interesting, as I also fear nothing. I don't know what it's gonna find for me, but there's nothing. I don't think it'd be bad. It'd be fine.
I mean, it was fine with Mesnos, as Mesnos is literally a demon from hell. Or a devil. That always confuses shit out of me. It's one of the two. He's literally from one of the hells. So I think the Kieran understands.
And I will not have fear for what it will find.
Probably a good call. I mean, he was this weird bookkeeper. He has this weird fucking book. He can still turn into his like weird old self and like go through people and shit. It's gnarly.
Quite interesting.
But he was a rat man. He's a tiefling now. Feywild's weird.
Maybe the thinning of the veils caused by Phobitor that has allowed us to come forward is also allowing him to maintain his inner self and treat them.
He was able to do the demony thing when he was a rat too. I think he just got more comfortable being in this plane.
Oh, the thinning is not due to the Feywild. It has been thinning for quite a while.
No. When he was a rat, he was able to do it on the material plane.
That makes sense.
And then here, I think it was Hersam that changed him.
Impulsive move. From an impulsive way.
Yeah, it is. I don't like that guy. He's kind of a dick. He still seems better than the other two assholes. But, you know.
Indeed.
Take the good, you take the bad. There you have facts of life.
You would, you son of a bitch. What's there?
Alright, here's a weird question before I pop out.
Yes.
If I found a way to, like, bring the rest of the party in here, or even, like, one or two at a time, would you mind? I'm sure they would be slightly interested to see what the fuck's going on in here.
I see. We will not harm them. Of course, we'd do nothing towards them. If you can figure out a way, we would welcome them as guests, as we have been as guests.
I just mean they'll have a bunch of annoying questions, especially Uza. He doesn't stop.
Yes, he's slightly abrasive.
Well, he's 8.
That's like 30 in their years.
Yeah, but he was a Kenku before, so he's really only like 1.
Very true. And the
You think
ability
about
to
it.
speak while robbed of it for so long and still having thoughts, I can not actually blame him.
Alright, well, if I figure out the way to do that, yeah, I'll have them say hi, I suppose.
Excellent.
That's lower on the list of the giant things that we've already talked about, so I mean, you know.
Very
And the
well.
giant things that you already know is coming up, so I mean, yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go probably punch Oban in the face really hard and make Lifespring think that I'm on his side and then just totally betray him in the end because that's funny as hell.
And there's only the green laughs. So I'll check.
I mean, I don't think they've met Oberon, but...
I take for granted that I just think everybody in here can see my brain at all times.
There are things that we have glimpses of, but it is not open completely to us yet. As I'm sure it is not open to you.
Oh, I got the way to explain. Channa,
Yes.
remember that time when I was an orc? I kept
Yes.
flipping you off,
Yes.
and you killed the fuck out of that orc,
I did.
and then I showed up,
Yes.
which was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But I did that again, but with
Oh.
this like mushroom druid.
That explains
Shit
why
got
the
weird.
green is able to manifest fully.
Yeah, like I said.
Small amount of time.
Yeah, like I said earlier, two of you came from those weird visions. So it was you and the shock over here. So yeah, I did that again. It got weird. Maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. I'm not feeling the drive yet, but I'm sure it will probably pop back up.
I have a feeling it is part of...
I have a feeling that it's not a good thing that I know somebody that can actually make these potions now.
Mother, if you have any other of the bone, please, let us know. I think it could
Oh, I've got a
channel
fuck ton.
even outside of, even if not attached to yourself.
Oh, I got like 3 more vertebrae, the wing spike, which is gonna go for the axe, and like 3 back spines.
Excellent.
Uza's got a bow of it now?
That is interesting. You might be able to reach out and assist in that as well.
Was it Zephyr that had some of it in her staff? I forget. I think it was Zephyr. I think she had the other part. She's got this cool staff that does a bunch of spells, like on its own.
Yes. These are special to druids only.
Yeah, but I think it like she was able to absorb some of the bone into it. If I remember.
That is
I could be
interesting.
wrong.
Staff of the Woodlands is usually only able to absorb some components and hold them. It's interesting to see what that will do.
I think that's what happened. I don't remember exactly. I was busy. I only know about Uza's bow because we're in the same room, so it's kind of hard to get away from him.
Yes.
Plus, he wouldn't shut up about it. I'll find out. I'll find out and reconfirm that with you guys later.
Excellent.
I think that's all I have. I open the floor for questions
Yeah, I'll kind of look.
or input, or just wanted to ask about general world things, I guess.
They all kind of look, and you see they think for a second, and they're like,
Well, the thing is, when I first came to you, did see that there were shadows becoming creatures and running, attacking. You killed some of them, but are you still seeing these?
So we're currently not in that plane of existence. But Sam is doing what he can to make time not really pass there while we're in the Feywild, which I don't get.
Excellent.
So when we get back, if you want, we can totally look into that.
Very well. I would watch that with much curiosity.
There was a mine that was full of ghosts around there as well.
That is unwell. I don't like that. It appears that the thinning is getting even to the point of crossing over.
I think it's already in the fire plane.
That could explain why we have not found a red, even though fire is very, very common compared to electricity or ice.
Kaz said something about the purple invading the fire plane.
And like, there's just this growl from Chen off that.
Purple, then.
Well, that's still pointing me in a direction, because that means we should probably go help her soon.
It does seem more pressing.
Is it more pressing than getting the last gem for the blade that can kill the fucker causing it?
I would say definitely not. End of Fobitor would end the control over the thinning of between, and then repair can begin.
But at the same time, if we were able to push it back in the fire plane, wouldn't that weaken him as well?
That is true.
I'm not sure we're ready to go fight a kind of god. Look, I'm not ready to fight a man with a deck of cards yet.
That is absolutely true.
I don't know. And at some point we're going to have to go into the hells.
Oh, there is much fire in hell. It might be a good place to find a red.
Yeah. Possibly. But I don't know, we're in the Feywild and we're currently behind a giant illusion of fire, so maybe there's a bunch of fire here too. I don't know. Shit's weird.
Entirely possible if you can find it.
Alright, any other open floor questions, comments, concerns? Anything you want me to tell people? Do you want me to call Heisem a dick?
No, I don't care about her, Sam, but I would say make sure, even though you are the one in front, that you are still being careful.
I have a feeling Zephyr's gonna jump in front more often now that she can go all orky.
Very well. Tell her not to trust those orcs.
Oh, I've been keeping an eye every time she's gone into orc form.
Good.
I could take her.
Then we shall let you truly rest. Sleep well, Bloodscale.
And then Orn taps your forehead and you go into a sleep. And then you wake up as feeling, though, not like in the past where you've been broken out of this and you feel like super fucking tired, like you've run a marathon. This time you wake up after you feeling like you've actually slept. And you see the bracer on your arm has a small silver light between all of the carvings, and then just like a touch of frost that keeps running back and forth across it.
That's cool. If that glows a lot, though, I'm gonna have to wrap it in something when we're being sneaky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy shirts with sleeves now.
Oh,
Fuck.
such a tragedy. All right, and so with that, we'll go ahead and end this little Dragon Talk stream. I hope you guys liked it. I know it was something a little different than what we usually do, but I think it worked out pretty well. Like, gave it the time to breathe, and yeah, looking forward to more of these. So, as always, stream is brought to you by DM Emporium. You can check it out, dmemporium.com. And then, let's see, this week, the discount code, let me pull it up here. Actually, you know what? You can just use FWRD. We're currently sponsoring the Forwards Friends Who Roll Dice streams as well. That'll give you 10% off of the whatever you order, and also give that a bit of money towards Forward so they can help build their channel. Same thing with Featherfall. If you use the Featherfall discount code, you get 5% off and money towards Featherfall. So some good news there. Other than that, we do thank you guys for watching. The stream schedule recently has been very screwed up. I do know that. It's unfortunately due to financial situations. I'm trying to have to find other things to make money on the side. So it'll be messed up probably for a little bit, unfortunately. Recovering from COVID and the financial consequences.
Thanks, COVID.
Sealed. Yeah, I know, exactly. Thanks, COVID. You fucking bitch-ass, virus-ass motherfucker. But hopefully we will be returning to more usual streaming. If you do want to catch me, I'm still doing D&D games. So Tuesday night is always going to be the the Dawnforged company. Keep on calling it the Morpheus Edge. The Dawnforged company, which this has also been a part of. That's going to be our ongoing campaign. We're moving into. I think we're closing in on year 3. Shit.
It's been a while, dude.
It's been a while, yeah. Sorry, guys. I have no idea. The pace of the game is the pace of the game. And then on Wednesdays...
It's a D&D campaign. That's just how it works.
Exactly. This Wednesday, we'll be getting started with Session 0 of the Wildmount campaign that I'm doing with Featherfall. So that'll be fun. I'm going to be playing a Echo Knight Fire Ganassi. Should be really fun. And then on Thursdays, for now Thursdays, it might change up later just because with Critical Role being gone, we're hoping that people will need something to watch on Thursdays. But we understand once it's back, we don't want to fight with them. But for now, it'll be the Mind and the Martyr, where I play a Zwerf Neblin Artificer, one of the Deep Gnomes. And with the freedom that the DM has given me to just like create and tinker with shit, it should be really, really fun. He's got agoraphobia, which has been interesting to play and deal with, but should be a good watch as well. A lot of really strong RP in both of those, in all 3 of those campaigns. Like those are the main focus. So if you like RP, heck, and battle is usually interesting for different reasons, but yes, a lot of RP right now, and it should be really fun, especially if you're kind of looking for something to watch. Most of them start at like around 6:30. They're all hosted on this channel, so if you want to just head here, they will be something for you to watch. Other than that, nothing else I can think of. You got anything, Brandon?
Yeah, raid Molly.
Oh, yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Molly Canhaz. Thank you, sir, for the reminder.
One of our normal players.
Yep, that is. She is. Raid Molly Canhaz. So Molly is super awesome. You guys, her stream is a fucking beautiful thing. She plays Tazir Ikapurin, but she should just have a wonderful time. She's super fun to watch. So let's go ahead and get this raid on. Thank you all for watching. Let's go.
Did we start?
I raided first. Oh wait, no, we got 5 seconds. You son of a bitch! It happened. Almost. But let's get this raid going.
Plus, she needs to test her fucking sound alerts for raids, anyways.
Hitch Highcroftfind is now hosting my stream with 1 viewers.
Hitch, thank you for the host. Woo!
All right, perfect. And we are.
Welcome in. How's it going? Did you think of the custom SFX that you want? Dragon Talk is over. Good times. Oh yeah, Dragon Talk.